the online auction site for just about anything. HighBid.com offers a safe and easy way to find hundreds of thousands of items for sale every day. From rare coins to fine jewelry, tools to vintage toys, and classic cars to real estate, HighBid.com has it all. HighBid.com makes it easy to find what you're looking for, and the site is simple to use. Come to HighBid.com, that's HIBID.com, and start discovering great deals today.
For generations, we've worked the land. We've faced hardships and uncertainty before, but you can depend on Florida's farmers. We will continue to rise before dawn and harvest our crops, ensuring that Florida-grown fruits and vegetables are in your stores and that your family is fed. We are providers for our families and yours. We're Florida's farmers, and we're in this together.
In the U.S., a biostimulant product cannot be labeled as such because of the vagueness of the claim. The issue is simply the term stimulant, and regulators believe that word aligns too closely with pesticides. Immediate past president of the Association of American Plant Food Control Officials, Nick Young, said the Environmental Protection Agency just published a revised draft on the biostimulant definition, and it's a step in the right direction.
There is a lot more clarity. However, there are still some significant issues. I'm sure they're going to get a lot of public comments, but I do think they're going in the right direction. I think that EPA has a really clear picture of it. It's just a very complex issue about how they're going to move forward with it.
Filling in for Randall Wiseman, I'm Taylor Hillman for Southeast AgNet.
When it really counts, depend on the source for the latest weather updates, keeping you ahead of the storm. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
Very cloudy today with a strong thunderstorm this afternoon and a high of 76 to 82. Then we'll have an evening thunderstorm around. Otherwise cloudy tonight, low 59 to 67. Mix of clouds and sunshine Thursday, high tomorrow 64 to 75. Then plenty of sunshine on Friday. High on Friday 63 to 67. Partly sunny on Saturday. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Holly Holdren.
That time of year again, you found that perfect gift. Now how to ship it? Well, Just Ship is the answer. Just Ship has a flat rate for package ship and curbside pickup with convenient weekend hours. Plus, even gift wrapping is available. Right now until December 16th, Just Ship will have free pickup or 15% off your total shipping cost. Shop small, ship small. Just Ship is located across from Yandles Building Supply on North Magnolia. Call them at 352-234-3840.
This is Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt, bringing stories that are important to our community in and around Ocala. Plus, of course, a splash of sports as well. Now, here's your host, Tom.
Good Wednesday morning. Welcome to Hump Day here on Ocala Talks with Tom Schmidt. Hey, you need to relax. It's only a drive away. I'm talking about Miami Beach, Florida. Yes, that Miami Beach with its 7 miles of beaches, its international cuisine, its art and culture, and you could win a hotel stay in Miami Beach and a tank full of gas. You can only win, though, if you call and give us your name and phone number. Call 352-732-8000. That's 352-732-8000. Paradise, Miami Beach, is only a drive away from your friends here at WOCA, The Source. Let's go right out to the phone lines, talk to Galen Unall from Life South, always brought to us by our friends at Penn Flooring and Palm Garden Rehabilitative. See, I'm messing that up. Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. It's a Wednesday morning, Galen. It's Wednesday morning.
Yeah, everybody could understand that. I mean, you know, on Wednesday, what I find is Tuesday night I either sleep really, really hard or I don't sleep at all. So it's literally a coin flip. So
and
that's why I slept really, really hard.
Last night, like a rock, I slept. My girlfriend got up to leave. She opens her shipping company at 6 on Wednesday mornings. She got up to leave. She said she went to kiss me goodbye and thought she wanted to check for a pulse.
Those are the best. Oh, I love that. Yeah, but it's been I don't know if the barometric pressure was perfect or something. The moon cycle, I can't sleep in a full moon, But it was perfect. I slept like a rock.
Oh, I woke up this morning, my arm hurt because it was asleep, and when it comes back, I was laying on it, and the wet spot on the pillow, and I'm like, oh, God.
Oh, sure.
So
yeah.
you knew I was sleeping good because my arm, especially when I tuck my arm up underneath me, it'll go to sleep right away because you lay 290 pounds on an arm. It's no good, no good.
It's not good.
Not good.
Not good.
You know what else is not good? When was the last time you were here in the studio?
Oh, not a couple of months.
Yeah, you know the ripped mannequin that he looks like he just walked out of the gym. And they got him here in the studio.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, now they got
the male model.
Yeah, the male model mannequin that's sitting here in the studio. Now they got him all ripped up, looking in good shape, with a Santa beard and hat on. It's not bad enough that he looks good regardless. Now they put him into Santa, and that women flock to the window to take pictures of him.
Well, the problem is it's Dan's little thing. Dan loves that thing. So yeah, it's weird. That's what I call it.
It is weird. It is weird. But Dan does love it. Dan's in charge of the wardrobe for that thing. For the man.
Oh, I know. But I've seen him dress it, and the way he caresses it. It's just weird.
Like Ralphie on the leg lamp.
Correct. Very similar. Very similar facial expressions.
Are you about ready now? Here it is. It's next week. We get 24 hours of you'll put your eye out, kid.
Well, and the key to that is you don't watch it at all any other time other than Christmas Day, and it's just on in the background unless there's a good football game. I haven't even looked at the schedule to see if there's any good football games.
It's like the Christmas Story to me at Christmas time is the same as the Detroit Lions football game at Thanksgiving. It's on, but who it's on, and you know what's going on, kinda. But do you really sit down and watch it? I haven't watched a Detroit Lions Thanksgiving game in years, but it's always on the TV. I don't sit down and watch A Christmas Story. I'm up doing stuff, unwrapping presents. You're in the kitchen cooking up, but it's on the TV.
Yeah. Right, and again, you pick up pieces of it, and you kind of smile and you laugh, and because there's scenes in there that we can all appreciate, that we can all understand, and it's I think it's pretty awesome. So, and it's the kind of movie the second a commercial comes up, you can get up and leave. You don't. It's not one of those like Shawshank Redemption where you're like, well, there goes the rest of my day.
No.
You know what I mean? I'm going to sit here for the next 2 hours.
Well, that's why they play it. That's why it's on 24 hours, because during that 24 hours, in the times where you're in and out, you can watch the entire movie, but it takes you 24 hours because you're in and out.
Yeah, it's a perfect. Again, I've said this before. It was a perfect decision by TBS.
It really was.
Fantastic. On other shows, other channels have tried to do with other shows. There was one channel that was showing Die Hard all day long. You don't want to. That's not a movie you really want to go in and out of.
I can only hear
Yippee. You want to watch.
I can only hear Yippee Ki-Yay, so many times.
Right, and there's some cursing in it and things like that. So it's not a great Christmas movie. National Lampoon's Vacation Christmas just doesn't. It's great. Don't get me wrong, and it is a movie I'll watch this holiday season. But it's not a good 24-hour movie. Again, I can't think of a better one than A Christmas Story.
No,
they just nailed it.
It's a great movie. I did see somebody, speaking of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I did run into somebody downtown that he was offering photo ops for people. In his white robe, his hat, and everything looked just like Cousin Eddie from the.
Oh, really?
The RV, yeah. The RV's restroom tank is full. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
That was pretty diplomatic there, wasn't it? The RV restroom tank was full. I don't think that's what Randy Quaid said in that scene, but it's.
Now, again, it's a great movie. It is a great movie. It's a great movie.
It is a great, great movie. And, it comes on Christmas Eve, starts at 8 p.m. on Christmas Eve and runs through Christmas Day. So, I ran into somebody last night. I was doing trivia last night at Crazy Cucumber. And I ask about how many ghosts visit Ebenezer Scrooge, and that's one that always throws people because people immediately go, well, past, present, and future. But Jacob Marley visits as well, so there's 4.
Correct.
Right, and then one of my questions was, what was the name of the city, what was the name of the town that George Bailey lived in It's a Wonderful Life?
Hold on. Well, Pottersville is what it becomes.
Right, because George didn't, because George was not born, but it was Bedford Falls. It was Bedford Falls.
Bedford Falls. That would have come to me. That would have taken me a little effort.
It was Bedford Falls.
It's a movie I have to watch.
Oh.
I have to watch.
How could you not watch Zuzu's Petals?
It's my favorite Christmas movie.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's right, Zuzu. Hey, Dad, Mom, teacher says every time a bell rings, angels get their wings. That's right, Zuzu. Way to go, Clarence. Way to go.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It makes you realize that humanity's going to be okay.
The sheriff tears up the warrant for George's arrest and starts singing Auld Lang Syne just as hard as everybody else.
Yeah.
Hee-haw, hee-haw, and nobody's been, George,
All right.
So anyway, the reason I'm telling you
My man Tom's reacting the whole thing. I love it.
The reason I'm telling you, and by the way, cameo appearance by the kid that played Alfalfa in the Our Gang series.
Sure, of course.
He's the guy that gets angry that Mary dances with George. Yeah.
Absolutely.
He unlocks the pool. So.
Right. Opens the pool.
The reason I bring this up, there's a man comes and plays trivia at my trivia. He's probably in his, mid-50s like me. He comes up and I go, how did you not know Bedford Falls? He goes, never watched the movie.
What? How is that possible at 55?
How is that possible?
I'm serious.
Wait, next thing you tell me you've never seen The Wizard of Oz. You know what I mean?
Well, or Gone with the Wind, or, you know what I mean? There are, or A Christmas Story.
Yeah. By the way, Gone with the Wind.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
By the way, Gone with the Wind premiered yesterday in 1939 at the Fox Theater in Atlanta.
Yeah, correct, yeah. Pretty incredible, isn't it?
Pretty good. Hey, let's take a break real quick, Galen. We'll come back.
All right.
We'll take this short time out. We'll be right back after this. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
I'm Jan from Palm Garden. Christmas in 2020 sure looks different than it has in years past.
I'm Crystal, and it's fair to say this year has been like no other for the healthcare and the whole community.
We want to thank our frontline staff who continue to care for our residents every day.
And thanks to the family members who have been unable to visit for so long.
We wish each and every one of you a blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas from Palm Garden.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks with Tom Schmitz. It is Galen Unall from Life South. Joins us as he does every morning, brought to you by the good folks at Penn Flooring, family owned and operated, serving Marion County for over 30 plus years. Penn Flooring owes every bit of their success to their unrivaled customer service. Penn Flooring is a full service flooring company dedicated to finding the best solution for your flooring needs and having the experience in both commercial and residential fields. Their showroom is located at 1201 Southwest 17th Street here in Ocala. Call them 352-351-3420 for more information. We'd also like to thank Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center. They're located at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. They offer skilled nursing, physical, occupational, and speech therapy. If you have any questions about Palm Garden or how they're handling the COVID-19 pandemic, please call them at 352-854-6262. That's 352-854-6262. Now let's go back out to the phone lines and join Lifestyles. Galen, Galen, the selection committee, the bowl championship selection committee, however you want to say it, bowl, whatever, drops the University of Florida after their embarrassing loss to LSU, drops Florida only one spot, while an undefeated Cincinnati team drops another spot. Cincinnati, all they do is they hadn't lost a football game. They're 9-0, and they're losing ground on a team with 2 losses. Help me understand this.
Well, it's strength of schedule, right? The NCAA, the whatever they call the board, right? They have keep preaching that they want better college football games and they want strength of schedule to matter, just like in the basketball NCAA tournament. If you look at the NCAA basketball tournament, their number one category is strength of schedule, out after the rankings. So strength of schedule is everything for these people, and I think that's why.
Well, then, if strength of schedule is everything, the tournament should just be 4 SEC schools.
No, but again, that's part of the issue, and the strength of schedule for Florida is so good is because of how highly they regard the SEC. Whether that's fair or not, it is valid. But I think Cincinnati, they got one more game. We'll see how it turns out. But they don't belong in the Final Four. They just don't, unless a lot of things happen. Let's be honest. If Florida plays Cincinnati, Florida beats them by 14.
Here's what I would like to see. I would like to see a team like Cincinnati, because they're a good football program, and not one that's they just showed up on the scene. Cincinnati's been a good football program, good 8, 9, 10-win seasons for quite a while now. But they play in a non-Power 5 conference.
They're building.
Right, they play in a non-Power 5 conference.
Yeah, they're not. They haven't really played anybody that said, okay, let me ask you this: what's their quality win?
I don't think they have one.
Okay. I mean, what's their best win? Toledo?
Yeah, probably.
They beat Toledo?
Yeah. It's the UCF syndrome is what it is. They're outside the Power 5 conference.
Correct.
It's the UCF syndrome. But here's the thing. You know what I would like to see? And it happened once. But I would like to see, it hadn't happened yet, but I would like to see it. I'd like to see one time one of these schools that go 11-0 playing Toledo, playing Georgia Southern, playing Texas State. Appalachian State, everybody talks about how good they are. Coastal Carolina, how good they are. But they play in the Sun Belt. Let me tell you, before anybody starts crushing me, I played at Georgia Southern. I understand these schools want to be legitimate. But guess what? They're not. And what I want to see for one time is one of these teams from an out-of-Power 5 conference get invited to that 4-man roster, so they can get the doors blown off of them by the number 1 seed, and then we don't ever have this argument again. The football that is played in the American Athletic Conference, or the football that's played in the Sun Belt Conference, or the football that's played in the Mountain West Conference is not the same It's closer to 1AA football than it is to the Power 5 conference football.
No, and I think
top to bottom it is. Top to bottom, it's closer to 1AA than it is to Power 5.
But I'll tell you this: Cincinnati beats a Vanderbilt. Cincinnati beats a Duke. Cincinnati could probably beat Florida State. I think they would beat Florida State right now.
But it would be a close But the thing is, they would be. I'm not real sure they'd beat Florida State, but if they did, it would be within 1 score.
Well, okay, agreed. All right, so you can't say they're a AA, right? You just can't. So I struggle with this. I don't think they're a top 4 team, but they're a top 10 team in the country.
Which is why I say, when people say we need to expand this thing to 8 teams, we need to expand it to 12 teams, and I'm thinking, do you really think, in all your infinite wisdom out there, people who follow football, the number 10 ranked team in the country. Who is ranked 10th right now in the country? I don't even know who's ranked 10th right now in the country. Let me pull
LSU.
College football rankings 2020. Let me pull it up and see
I haven't
who's
looked at
ranked.
them at all this year.
Yeah, I'm going to look.
We know who the best 4 teams are. You
Right.
can argue over the 4th, but we know who the best 3 teams are clearly.
Okay, let me
Very,
look.
very
Here it is.
clearly.
Number 10 in the country is Oklahoma at 7-2.
Yeah, there you go.
Oklahoma's getting run out of the building by Alabama.
Right, and Oklahoma beat Cincinnati.
Notre Dame's getting run out. Notre Dame's running Oklahoma out of the building. Clemson's running Oklahoma out of the building. Ohio State's running Oklahoma out of the building.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
but
and those are your best 4 teams.
Right, and that's
Clemson,
why
Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State.
Right, and that's why nobody in the 10th spot, even though it's Oklahoma, everybody goes, "Oh, Oklahoma's in 10." That kind of backfired on you, Tom. No, because it's a 7-2 Oklahoma. It's not Barry Switzer's Oklahoma. It's not Bob Stoops' Oklahoma. Okay, it's a different Oklahoma. Does anybody really think?
Wouldn't you love to see the option come back and just have, like a Tommy Frazier running the option again?
You can. It's called Army. It's called Army and Navy.
I know it's not the same. I mean, with like legit athletes. I remember watching those teams growing up, and we used to practice running the wishbone out in the backyard. Got to make sure you get your foot out from under the center.
By the way, Galen, breaking news: Tommy Frazier just scored again against Florida.
Jeez. Oh, I was at that game.
It was the worst. Chris Doring's last game at Florida. It's still to this day he gets angry when you bring it up.
Well, that's fine. I'm sure he takes off his shirt as much as he can.
Doring, if he's not got his shirt off, it's not a good time, brother.
Oh man, it's crazy. Keep your shirt on.
You were at that golf tournament where he was ripping his shirt off on the golf course and flexing.
Every golf tournament he goes to, he ends up half naked. It's you know who I used to talk about that game all the time too? Ronnie Groh.
Yeah.
Jailed now. That's not the point. But that dude was crazy.
Who, Monty?
That dude was crazy.
Oh, Monty. Look, everybody knew Monty was a foot away from being a convicted criminal, and now look.
Citrus County's finest.
So, but what my point is everybody last night they were making a big deal on SportsCenter about how in the world are you undefeated and you're dropping in the polls, but a team with 2 losses and one of them a bad loss against LSU, and I'm thinking, but LSU would beat Cincinnati.
And if you look at the final score, it wasn't a bad loss. I've never understood this whole thing of bad loss. They lost. Kid made a 57-yard field goal.
Yeah.
That was Baltimore game. But he kicked the heck of a football. Made a great field goal.
57 yards.
Yeah.
And Florida misses a 50-yarder. It just goes left.
So how is that a bad loss?
Against, by the way,
I didn't get blown out.
And this weighs into it, even if you say it shouldn't. In a human being's mind, they lost by 3 on a 57-yard field goal to the reigning national champions.
Correct. Yeah. And the LSU was not a bad football team. They just lost 11 players or something crazy like that.
Look, they didn't even have it. That's what makes the loss so bad to me for Florida, is LSU they only had with them on the trip 51 scholarship players.
Yeah, because of
COVID protocols. 51 scholarship players.
Not a bad loss. It's not I don't believe in that. Bad loss is where you get out hustled or. You could even say even out-coached, but then neither one of those things happened. The other team made a 57-yard field goal. You know what you do at that point? You clap. One stupid 19-year-old threw a cleat. I think
that's what it was.
19.
A bad loss.
You know how many bad decisions I made at 19?
You want to know a bad loss? A bad loss is getting boat raced 55-3 like Arkansas did by Alabama. That's a bad loss.
Florida State to Georgia Tech.
Bad loss.
Losing to Georgia Tech this year.
Bad loss.
So
Florida losing to Georgia Southern. Oh, wait, was that too soon?
Bring that one
Is that
up.
too soon?
No.
Too soon?
There will never be too soon for that. No, again, I'm not a, I have no problem with Cincinnati's not going to be in the Final Four. But who they'll end up playing if they are allowed to have bowl games like at the Sugar Bowl or something. It'd be interesting to see who they get matched up against.
Well, if they would
get matched up against like an Oklahoma.
Well, if they're at the Sugar Bowl, shouldn't they play the number one
Georgia
team in the SEC that's not in the national championship tournament? So that would be Florida in the Sugar Bowl, wouldn't it?
Right, absolutely.
And Florida beat Cincinnati with no problem.
We'll see if Kyle Trask plays in that game or if he holds out.
No, Kyle Trask is a gamer. Kyle Trask is a gamer and a teammate. He's playing in that football game.
You're right.
Okay, let's clear
that.
Well,
that would be huge. Let's be clear, that would be huge for the program.
Oh, yeah. Huge. But, and I know people have to start somewhere, although I do believe that UCF with Josh Heupel, I understand they're okay and everything, but they missed their opportunity. If Scott Frost stays at UCF and doesn't go try to resurrect his alma mater, which he's failing at miserably, by the way. Oh, of course he had to.
Give him another 3 years.
No.
He took over nothing in Nebraska.
No.
That team had nothing.
You know what else he's going to have in Nebraska? Nothing. You know why? Because in this day and age of coddled athletes, weather plays a big factor, and it's almost impossible to get the coddled athlete to go to Lincoln because Lincoln's 7 degrees below zero half the time.
Here's why you're wrong. All he's got to do is go back to the kind of football that Scott Frost played, and then he's got to get a couple of athletes and a bunch of dogs, and they got to play defense. They got to bring back the black shirts. They got to bring back that.
You got to get athletes to Lincoln, and nobody wants to go to Lincoln.
Oh, yes, you can, because Scott Frost is now tied in to South Florida because of what he did to UCF.
Yeah, you ain't getting no South Florida boys to stay in Lincoln.
Here's the thing. Every high school football coach and player is returning Scott Frost's phone call.
Hey, where's the Blood Mobile today, Galen?
I'll guarantee it's not in Lincoln, Nebraska.
I promise you that.
I wouldn't send my son there, but somebody else may. Now, today we're at Planet Fitness, right there on Mary Camp Road. Come by and see us and give the gift of life and donate blood. We are in emergency need of everything. We're just over a week away from Christmas, and our blood supply is at critical level. So please just get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood.
Galen, from Life South. Thanks, buddy. Talk to you tomorrow.
Hey, man, you're the best. Thank you.
We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Colorado GOP Congressman Ken Buck says America can't move forward with the Joe Biden presidency unless the Justice Department appoints a special counsel to investigate Hunter Biden's laptop. Buck told a Michigan-based radio host this week that the contents of the Hunter Biden laptop, which is currently in the FBI's possession, could uncover impeachable conduct while Biden was vice president under Obama. The Australian Competition and Consumer Commission on Wednesday said it sued Facebook, accusing it of collecting data without user permission. The ACCC said it was seeking an unspecified fine from Facebook for promoting a virtual private network as a way for people to protect their data while secretly using the information to pick targets for buying up competition. A Florida burglar climbing into a home is killed by the falling window Saturday night in the Cape Coral, Fort Myers area. 32-year-old Jonathan Hernandez died at the scene when a window dropped down on his neck as he entered the home. USA Radio News.
Attention business owners body slammed by overwhelming debt. If your business is in trouble, hassled by creditors, if you're frustrated, finally fed up with big business bailouts while your business has been left for dead, please listen close. There's a brand new fast-track bankruptcy. Some have even called it the biggest small business bailout in American history. Designed for individuals and their businesses. And look, almost no one knows about this yet. My attorney wasn't even aware of it. The truth is, beating the system has never been easy because it's rigged in a sense against the little guy. But here's the jaw-dropping news nobody's talking about. They've literally just changed the system so that you can beat it, but only if you you understand how the new game has to be played. Find out if you qualify at pocketsoflight.com. This government-backed small business repair program is still legal, but may not be renewed after the election. Fight back fairly, fight back ethically at pocketsoflight.com.
Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new truck.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Oh, hey, Grandpa. Oh, hey, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa.
Yes, buddy?
Can you take me fishing this weekend?
I'd love to.
Have you noticed a change in your hearing over the years? Missing the little things in life? Visit Beneficial Hearing in Ocala today. Their expert team of audiologists will make sure you never miss a moment. Call Beneficial Hearing today at 352-629-4418 or visit them online, beneficialhearing.com.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Woodley Ross with Biznek. I have the opportunity to be on WOCA News Talk with Tom and Sonda on Monday, December 28th. Biznek, we're a full-service